Well, welcome. We made it through the Christmas holiday and we've got New Year's coming up very soon. And wow, almost through 2020. Where did the time go? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But we also have a full moon tonight. So I don't know about everybody else, but when there's a full moon, I tend to have this weird energy. And I always find myself kind of in this state of a little bit extra like angst. And it's also the time where like werewolves come out and they like howl at the moon, so I'm not alone. And it's fun to be able to incorporate what's going on in the world and nature and how we can use yoga to support this practice. So today, full moon, a full body flow. We'll go through this release of energy with a little bit more activating movements and poses, and then also allow ourselves to restore and find our calm and be able to come back to that place of like peace and rest. So let's begin on our backs as though we're setting up for bridge pose. We have the soles of our feet connected to the earth. Walk the heels back towards your fingertips. And maybe allow one hand to rest on your belly and the opposite hand to rest on your heart. Keeping the knees about hip width apart. Just start to breathe. Following the inhale in through the nose, down the throat into the belly. And exhaling past the belly, the heart, the ribs, out the nose. Inhaling in, exhaling out. See if you can match that exhalation to the inhalation. Or maybe even extend it a little bit longer. Taking this time to reflect on maybe some of the accomplishments from this last month, since our last full moon. Achievements, small or big. Congratulating yourself for getting through. Slowly allow your hands to return back to your mat. Heel toe your feet out wide to the ends of your mat. Slowly windshield wiper your legs side to side. Slow and controlled. Just starting to wake up the hips. One more time each side. Then back to center. Heel toe the feet back in, the hip width apart. Bridge pose, nice inhale. Really pressing into the ground with your feet, letting your arms relax. Hips drive up towards the sky. Your thighs drawing in towards one another. Exhale back down. More times, inhaling up, pressing through the legs, really tucking the tail to help find length, height. Exhale, back down.
One more time. Inhale up, holding the pose. Finding our breath. Squeezing the inner thighs in, keeping the knees hip width, not allowing them to splay out like a V, but like a train track. Nice, parallel. Exhale back down. Hug the knees towards the chest. Rock side to side, up and down. And rest your feet back on the mat. Take our right arm and cross it over our chest to really stretch out the right side.
So show what that looks like. Grab the extended arm with the left hand. We're laying on our back.
Couple breaths here. We send our breath to the right shoulder, the right chest. Switching sides. Right hand clasps around left forearm as we hug our arm extended out across our chest. Stretching the left shoulder, left chest. One more breath. And relax. Arms come back down. Grab the thighs. Rock and roll your way up. Hands reach out behind you, maybe about 6 inches from underneath your shoulder. Reverse tabletop, pressing into the mat with our feet and our palms. Hips raise up towards the sky. Neck can be long, flat, or you. Like we did in our bridge, really tucking the tail, squeezing the legs in, and relax back down. Send the right leg out straight, keeping the left leg bent. Hands can be where they are, about 6 inches back, or closer will make this next pose a little bit more challenging. So you may need to play around with what feels good for your core. So inhale, we're going to raise our right leg up and down, up, down. So continue on your own, really finding how maybe you only go up an inch, and that's fine. You may want to lean back a little bit more, maybe more into staff pose is the engagement that you're looking for. Pose up towards the sky. Do another 3, 2, and the right leg, that probably is nice. And extend out the left as we do the same thing. So inhaling, raising left leg up, keeping it straight, and bringing it back down. About 10 pumps here. Thinking about this inward rotation of the thigh. Keep the toes up towards the sky, the leg parallel to the long edge of the back. Very strong engagement of the quadriceps. 2 more. And get that leg. Keep our hands where they are. Coming up just an inch or 2, we lift our hips up off the ground. Now extend that right leg. And again, about 10 pumps. If this is too intense on the wrists, come back down, maybe adjust or come onto your forearms. Two more. And switching sides. Bend the right leg, extend out the left, pressing into the mat. Fingertips spread really wide, helps creating that base. Again, you can be down on your elbows, raising in this capacity, or more upright. And the more upright you are, the more you're going to feel it in your leg. About 5 more, because you were probably pumping the whole time. I was flapping my lips. And 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Roll on your back. Give them a big hug in. Really feel that compression. Top of your thighs on your body. Wiggling it around. The legs up towards the sky. Flex the feet so the feet are parallel. Just rest here for a moment. Hands at your side. Allow blood to come slowly back down your legs. And then feet come to about 90 degrees. Here you may want to tuck your hands underneath your glutes to give you a little bit extra support. Feet are about 90 degrees. And then we're going to make this V-type shape where we touch the long edges of our mat and then come back up. Touching the edges and then coming back up. Trying to keep your knees to return above the hips rather than coming too far up. They're further out. You'll feel it lower in your abdomen as far as core strengthening goes. Invigorating our body, releasing it, we're heating it up. 3, 2, 1, back up. And then right leg extends out. And alternating legs. Left leg extends, right leg left. Picturing yourself someplace beautiful. You're hiking a mountain. You don't even feel your legs burning because the view is gorgeous. And the sun is rising, the sun is setting, and the colors are so vibrant. I've never seen them like that before. Quite that shape. Waves painted across the sky. 3 more steps and you're at the top. And bring the legs down, soles of the feet plant, bridge pose, stretch out those abs, hips raise up towards the sky. Very nice. Exhaling, coming back down. Grabbing your thighs, crossing the ankles, rocking our way up to a seated position. Maybe more comfortable to not have the ankles stacked on top of one another. Wherever you're at, your body and what it needs. And bringing in some nice circles. The chest forward, cross one knee. Next, rounding the back. Creating this fluidity in your body, your intuitive need. 2 more circles before we switch directions. Following your breath, going as fast as slow. Feels good for you. One more. And settling back in center. Take our right ear over towards our right shoulder, left fingertips, reach out. And maybe paint some circles with your middle finger until you find maybe an area that feels like it needs a little extra attention. Linger there, if you need it. Continue that circle, lubricating the shoulder as well as stretching the neck. Drop the chin slightly. Nose goes towards the armpit. Chin up towards the sky. Steady breath. And back to center. Slowly raise the head back up. And allow it to rest. Left ear, left shoulder, right fingertips walking out. And again, exploring your body and what it needs. Maybe there's a big circle you start with. Slowly fine-tuning, coming to that point that your body needs today. Lingering, sending the breath to the right side neck, finding length. So often we find ourselves with our head down, looking at our phone, the keyboard, washing dishes, picking things up, whatever it is. Let's try to keep ourselves balanced, allowing the chin to come down, nose towards the left armpit. Up towards the sky, even drawing your chin out, follow. Back to center. Very nice. Coming onto all fours. Adding a little bit more fire for our workout today. Begin by allowing some cat cows to mix first, inhaling, lifting the chin, lifting the tail, dropping the belly, exhaling, rounding the back, press into the mat, pushing it away, trying to protract your shoulders, drive them away from your spine as much as possible. 2 more sets, inhaling, cow, exhaling, drawing the belly up and in. Inhale, open, shine the collarbones forward, parallel to the front thigh. Exhaling, rounding, chin, coming to chest. And back to neutral. The toes are untucked. Let's tuck them now. Then raise the knees just about an inch off. This next engagement can be pretty intense. You can stay here or just step it up. Take your right hand and tap your left knee. Bring it back. Right hand taps the left knee. Bring it back. Alternating on your own. Keeping that belly drawn up. Trying to find a little movement of shifting your weight side to side as you transition. Tap, tap. For another 3, for 2, and 1. Nice. Take the knees out wide, big toes come back to touch. Sit the hips back, walk the hands forward. Child's pose. Back, breath. Energize and ground. Kind to our body. All it's done for us and all it's capable of. Walk your hands out towards the right. Left fingertips really driving forward. Finding that great extension in that left side arm all the way up to your armpit. Allow the head to relax. Walking over to the left side, staying low, across the center line. Walk the right fingertips out as far as you can. Just stay low. Again, finding that extension all the way out across your triceps, armpit, that right side body. Back to center. Coming up to tabletop. Then belly drawing up towards the spine. This time the right arm slides out. We allow our chest to drop down, chin to drop down. Push back up. Opposite side, left hand slides out, perpendicular to the mat. Lower down, come back up. 2 more on each side, sliding the right arm down. Chest. Left side, left fingertips slide. Lower. Up. One more time. Slide, stretch the shoulders. And left side. Puppy dog pose, keeping the hips above the knees. Simply walk the hands forward, allowing the chest to start to sink down. Breathe into the shoulders. Maybe the chest comes down to touch, maybe even the chin. Maybe you're upright still. Wherever you are, it is where you need to be. Two more breaths. Sink into the pose. Slowly walk your hip all the way back to your knees. Tuck the toes. Walk the hands up the thighs. Coming behind you. Interlace the fingers. Opening up the heart. Squeezing your palms together. Heart up towards the sky. And exhale, hug yourself in, arms crossing over one another, chin tucking in towards the chest. Next, inhale, arms make a big T out wide. Then cross behind you again, interlace the fingers, opposite thumb on top, so that awkward feeling, holding your own hand. Heart open. And on the next exhale, crossing over, opposite arm on top. Again, chin, the chest. I don't say this often, but stop hugging yourself. Walk the hands forward, Untuck the toes and tap them out. Get the blood flowing. Walk your hands out, one hand print. Tuck the toes. Shift the hips up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. Before we start pedaling the feet, just take a moment to really linger here. Feel where you feel the most sensation. Just bring awareness to that area. So often we immediately find ourselves going into movement to loosen it. Take a moment, send your breath there, and then do the intuitive nature of pedaling the feet, bending the knees, maybe adding a little twist as well. And come to steady and stillness. Lift the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Bend the knee drives up towards the sky. Gaze comes to the front of the mat. Step the right foot forward in between your hands. Drop the left knee, low lunge. Arms reach up towards the sky. Linger here for several breaths. Really think about tucking this tail forward. Arms strong, fingers wide, pinkies drawing in, arms wrapping in, triceps wrapping in, biceps by the ears. Into this energy above us, radiating in through our fingertips as much as we're expressing out. Next exhale, bring the hands down onto your heart, lifting up into a high lunge. So usually if your toes are untucked, tuck them down and extend that knee, coming up, arms reaching out, up, maybe a little bit deeper. Then coming into our warrior two. Switch sides so you can see better on the screen. So left heel turns out to 90 degrees. Heels intersect, making this L shape, bending deeply into the front knee, driving out towards the long edge of the mat. Arms reaching out, pulling as much forward as you're pulling back. And finding steadiness, strength, and challenge. Coming into our side angle. Right arm comes down, top of our thigh. Left arm reaching up and above. Drawing our right shoulder in and up, maybe gaze coming up to the left hand coming onto the hip, extending that front leg towards straight. Right arm reaches out in front of us, reaching forward and up, and then coming in to our triangle pose. Right arm reaches down towards either maybe a block or your shin, resting against the shin. Left arm up towards the sky, creating this straight line. Wrist over shoulder over wrist. Pressing into your feet, bend in the right leg, swing the arms out, two. Left arm, heart rolls forward, framing the front foot, pivoting on our back foot, pressing into our mat. Before we kick it all the way back, see if we can hold it in this touched up position. Knee to nose for 3, 2, For one, step back down, face dog. Couple breaths here, finding the steadiness before we go to balance it out on our left side. Next inhale, lift your left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bending the knee, raising the knee up towards the sky. Heel curling in towards our glutes. Then looking up at the front of your mat in between your hands, step forward. Allow the right knee to come down, arms to reach up towards the sky from the body. Several breaths here. Tucking tail, arms reaching up, energizing as much as receiving the energy. Full moon out there. Powerful enough to charge crystals, charge you too. One more breath here. Allow the hands to come, kiss one another at your heart, creating that strength that you just harnessed. Standing, that right leg lifting it up towards straight for a high lunge. Maybe staying at your center, whatever feels right for you. And then pivoting on the ball of your foot, allow the heel of your right leg to drop, creating that T, that L, heels intersect, opening up to our warrior two. Left fingertips reaching forward, right fingertips dragging back. Left knee dragging out towards the left long edge of our mat. Maybe you can see your big toe. Maybe you can see the big toe next to it. And left hand takes a bend, rest atop the thigh. Right arm swings forward and up. Don't allow yourself to really collapse into and rest on your leg. You want to keep it so it's strong, so that the shoulder stays above the elbow rather than letting it come. That helps create length in our side body. Gaze maybe up towards bicep, if that feels okay on your neck. One more breath here. Then take that extended arm to your right side, coming on up. Left leg moves towards straight. Left arm reaches forward and up, repeating with the heart as far as you can. And then pivoting down. Left hand to left shin, maybe left block. Right arm reaching up towards the sky. Right shoulder drawing back and away. Pressing into the pinky toe edge of that back foot. Then transitioning back to our warrior two, bend in the front leg. Arms reach up. Very nice. Right fingertips sweep forward, framing that front foot. And again, knee to nose. Curl the heel up towards your pelvis. Grounding in the back like we're in a cat. Hold for another 3, for 2, for 1. Find ourselves back in downward facing dog. One more breath here. Slowly walk your way to the front of the back. You may want to keep a slight bend in your knees in this forward fold. It may feel good to even take your hands to the back of your skull. Have your thumbs really at the bottom, the base, and give yourself a little self massage as the blood's flowing already that direction. This might feel particularly yummy. Bend deep in the legs. Slowly keeping your chin tucked towards your chest. Roll your way up.
Our mouth pose. In your face. Camera and you all so you can see me. Then we'll make some very nice moon shapes. So first, strong mouth pose, shoulders over the hips, hips are over the ankles. Have the tail tucked slightly so we have this nice line. If I come up behind you and press on your shoulders, you will settled. Strong mouth. Spread the toes wide. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Interlace the first three fingers, allowing the index finger and the thumb to remain connected, touching one another. And on the next exhale, allowing ourselves to reach out towards our right, making this nice crescent. Try not to allow that right arm to bend, instead really finding the extension through that base. More breath here. Back to center. Switch the interlace of your fingers. And then left side. Length through the right body. And back up. Allow the arms to come out a little bit. Fluidity. And step wide on your mat. Probably about 4 feet or so across. Arms reach up towards the sky. We bend deeply into the left leg. Arms reach towards the left side. Then we'll sweep our way across the mat, bending into the left, extending the right, creating this big circle. So for our forward practice, we're picturing this as a big moon. With our hands, with our body, finding this fluidity, grace, but also this power, mobility in our hips. One more circle this direction, and when you reach the apex top, switching sides. To our right, bend legs, sweeping across the mat. Finding your rhythm, your grace, your energy, your flow. One more. Maybe at the top, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hands reaching towards the ground. Maybe back behind you. Gaze looking in between your legs, back behind you. If you find yourself with your weight kind of in the heels, walk, weight forward slightly. So you have some of it in the ball of your foot. So often when we do our forward folds, we'll be off balance. A lot will hang out on our heels. So be conscious of where the weight is. Try to even it out across your foot. Nod your head up and down. Right side, look to your left foot.
right, left, right, left, right. Then walk your hands over towards the right side. On our chest to come towards the thigh. It might not be there, and that's okay. Through the center, walking over towards our right. Again, being mindful of the weight distribution on our feet. Back again to that right heel. So shift it forward. Back to the center. This time, if you have a block in front of you, that might be helpful, or make these little bent up your hands, cupcake hands. Lift, pressing into the ground, your block. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Twist. Yes, breath. Exhale it back down, switching sides. The left arm reaches up towards the sky. Twist. Exhale back down. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe back in. Reach up towards the sky. Exhale, heart center. Take a moment to check in to your body, how it feels. Where are your energy levels? Again, remembering everything that you accomplished this last month. Walk our way to the front of the mat. Feet about hip width apart, arms forward, sink the hips down, down. As we navigate through chair pose, seated on the mat. Curl your back as you roll your way back down. And then cross the right ankle over the left thigh underneath the knee, reclined pigeon pose. Take whatever variation feels yummy for you, whether it's just pressing out the knee or hugging the thigh or shin of the left leg towards you. Even that top foot's flexed. You're a little bit more flexible. It might feel good to put your right foot into the left elbow pit and extend that left leg out. So really cradling and hugging that right leg towards your body. Sending the breath. Have that left leg extended. Go ahead and bend it and return back for a standard reclined pigeon pose. Allowing the left foot to plant back on the mat. This time we'll take our left arm out to the T and rolling onto our left hip. Switch sides so you can see better. The left arm comes out to the side, roll over, and then we allow ourselves to kind of cradle the head. Right arm comes down to help prop us up. So then we're on our side. The shoulder over the elbow. Extend the right leg out. You may or may not know what's coming, but we'll be doing some side leg lifts. Inhaling and raising the right leg up and down. We'll Do 8 pulses for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. Cross that right leg in front of the left foot and extend the left leg out. And now pulsing with our base leg. This one's a little bit trickier. It might not raise very high. Going through the motion, getting these little tiny things, little muscles that don't really use that often. Keeping the foot flexed. Another 3, 2, 1. And back down. Hug them in. We'll switch that. So this time our right foot plants down, left ankle underneath the right knee. Hug it in for reclining pigeon pose. Clasping the thigh, maybe the shin, or maybe even not, or even needle. Instead, hugging that left leg in, extend that right leg out. Your range of motion allows, you're still able to kind of keep this contact with your body, with the mat being grounded. If it feels good, you are the teacher. You're the one that says go, when to stop. I'm here as a guide, suggestions. Your body. Listen to what it needs. Another breath here. With your legs extended, allow it to come back and return into a reclined pose. Then stop the right foot down, arm comes out and up, and rolling onto our right hip, propping ourselves up. So arm is strong, shoulder over the elbow, then extend. We'll extend the left leg out first, the top leg, and then 8 pulses up towards the sky, following your breath. Toes pointing towards the front. Three, 2, 1. Cross that leg. So stop the foot in front of the thigh. So like we did when we were originally in this pose, and extend the figure 4. Extend your right leg out. So the base leg now is out. Again, try not to collapse into our shoulder. Staying upright, using props. Again, this one, it doesn't move a lot, but there's a lot going on in the movement. IT band, as well as some of that inner groin muscles. Very nice. Rolling back onto either back, hugging the knees in. Hug the legs, reach up towards the sky, create maybe a little cupping underneath your glutes. We'll only do 5 of these. So 5 leg drops. And what we'll do is we'll allow the legs to drop, hover above the ground, come back up. And after you're up, we're going to shake the hips up a little bit towards the sky. And this really gets some of those lower abdomens that sometimes we do. So do 5 of these on your own. Lean into your body. might not even lift off the ground. Just the motion of trying is going to work. It's about progress, not perfection. After you finish those 5, allow the legs to come down completely. Arms reaching up above you. Big stretch. And then coming back to that crescent shape. So interlacing our fingers, making this L shape. Take our shoulders out towards the right side. Right foot to the right side of our mat. Maybe the left foot crosses over it, creating that C shape, that crescent moon, that banana pose. Keeping our shoulders in contact with the ground. Then back to center. Shoulders up and out towards the top left corner of your mat. Left foot leans to the left corner, bottom corner. Maybe the right foot comes next to it, or even crosses on top. Create extra leverage. And open up to a crescent moon. Extending out from the right side body. Back to center, and cross the legs. Allow the heels to reach out towards the corners of your mat. Arms reach up towards the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, palms up as you allow the hands to drop for final Shavasana. Settling in. Softening the body. Soften your breath. And matching your inhale to your exhale. Maybe even allowing the exhale to extend out a little bit longer. Really help you settle, calm, settle, calm, settle. Welcome back to movement. Toes. Maybe allow the lips to curl upwards or smile. Curl and roll onto one side. Cradling your head. And allowing one hand to rest, palm down on the floor. Using this opportunity, this state of being, this collective energy, to send a message out. Maybe send a message in. Again, that reminder that it's okay to be where you're at. When you're ready, slowly allow yourself to come back up. Seated position. Allow the shoulders to melt away from the ears. Jaw soft. Please join me in one closing, cleansing breath. Inhale our arms out and up. Audible exhale. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me in today's practice. And I hope there's a sense of calm and empowerment that you got from class in the full moon that's able to carry with you until I can see you again.